You know, I can't imagine having a 5-year-old child cut down by bullets. I can't imagine having to go to the morgue and identify the body of my kid because they got shot down by a drive-by shooting. But this is what goes down every weekend in the city of Chicago. Last Monday or something like that, little 6-year-old girl playing on the sidewalk with colored chalk gets hit by a stray bullet from a 17-year-old kid. I mean, think about that. It's broad daylight. It's summertime. She's doing exactly what a kid should be doing. There is no wrong place, wrong time. She's doing exactly what she should be doing at 6 years old in the summertime. She's playing on the sidewalk with colored chalk. Another 5-year-old baby gets hit by stray bullets, a bullet, while she's at a graduation party for a family member. She gets hit during a drive-by shooting. I mean, think about this. Think about the city that you live in, the quiet neighborhood that you live in, the quiet life that your kids are able to enjoy, taking out their bicycles, playing in the park, playing double dutch, playing tag. All the games that kids should be playing during the summertime while they're off from school. Think about those games. Well, guess what? In the city of Chicago, if little kids come out to play those games on the sidewalks in the parks, they have a high probability of getting shot by stray bullets from gangbangers. And people are waiting on President Obama to come down here because he's from Chicago. He's from Hyde Park, right? They're waiting for him to come down here and do something about it. It's been 8 years. He hasn't been here one time talking about gun violence. Not that I know of. He hasn't been down here trying to eradicate this situation. And guess what? It's not his job. People are waiting on Kanye West because Kanye is from Chicago too. They're waiting for him to pour millions of dollars to combat this gun problem in Chicago, this gang problem in Chicago. But guess what? It's not Kanye's job either. They're waiting on Common. It's not Common's job. They're waiting on D. Rose. It's not D. Rose's job. Now, if they feel a moral obligation, then so be it. But it's not their job to be our saviors. I'm going to tell you whose job it is. It's my job and it's your job. If you live in the city of Chicago, it's your job. We got to bring back the village. In the 1980s and 1990s, we had that village. Your neighbors gave a damn. Now nobody gives a damn. Everybody draws the blind when there's trouble on the street. They lock their doors. They don't want to get involved. They hear a young girl on the street getting beat by her boyfriend and they close the door, they draw the blinds. They don't want anything to do with it. They see a bunch of thugs hanging out in the corner. They're too afraid to go there and say, hey, y'all can't hang here. You have to disperse. We got to bring back that village. We got to stop being so afraid that we don't step to these thugs and say, you can't hang here. You can't chill in this park and smoke weed. You can't hang on this street corner in broad daylight and slang weed, slang crack, cocaine. You can't use this abandoned house as a drop house. We got to bring back that village. We got to stop these 5-year-old kids and 6-year-old kids from getting gunned down on the streets of Chicago. What's it going to take for an entire school to get wiped out? for us to wake up and listen and do something about it? We got 1,000 shot by April. There was 1,000 shot. Right now, we're about 300 killed in the city of Chicago by thugs. Not by accidents in a swimming pool. Not by accidents at a carnival. Not by an accident grilling. Not by an accident playing with animals. It's by thugs. And you're waiting on Obama to do something. You're waiting on Kanye West to do something. D-Rose, Common. Guess what? They're not coming. It's up to me. It's up to you to do something about it. It's up to the village. We can't go on like this, Chicago. We can't go on talking about it's none of my business. It is your business. You live here. Your kids live here. Your grandma lives here. It is your business. Guns down, Chicago. And for you gangbangers out there, listen to me, man. You gangbangers out there. Before you a gangbanger, before you represent anything on left or the right, you're a man. You're a woman. Before you represent any gang, you're a human being. Think about that. You weren't born to be a thug, a killer, a nothing, a nobody. You weren't born to be average, to be mediocre. You were born to be something, somebody, something special. But you choose to ignore the real you because you're afraid, you're scared. You're not about it. You're not down. You're not tough because you got 1,000 dudes behind you. That's nothing. Real toughness is standing on your own, providing for your family. That's tough. It's hard to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day and provide for your family. That's being about it. It's tough not to smoke that weed, slang that cocaine, make that easy money. But you want to go ahead and pretend and act like what you're doing is not destroying the city. It's not tough, man. It's not about it. To slang, to shoot people you don't even know. If you need a job, you need some resources, you need to get out of the gang, you don't know where to go, you need something like that, find me, Big Rob the Motivator. Find me. I'll help you out. Because this needs to stop, man. Take care, Chicago.